Hey beautiful souls, have you ever spent thousands of rupees and 24 hours on the road just to reach your dream place and feeling like you're failing? That was us in Munnar. Zero sleep, eyes burning, and at 4 am, someone points at a jeep that looked like it was born in 1997 and never retired. We were like, should we cancel? And honestly, I didn't want it to because this wasn't a chill surprise. It was one day, 5 locations in, and if one of the locations goes wrong, the whole day collapses. I am not telling you which spot changed me the most. It wasn't the surprise, it was later when we almost ran out of light. At 4 am, we weren't adventurous, we were just functioning. Driver is Malayalam, asked in English, mood panic with polite smiles. The jeep climbed like it had something to prove. Seats were stiff, suspension a rumor, darkness so thick you forget to breathe. At the top, we did one tiny move that saved the entire sunrise, but first, the part people don't say out loud. The real question wasn't, will I get the sunrise? It was, are we being safe or just chasing a pretty frame with all these people around? Because at one point, the driver suddenly stopped and said he forgot his token. Then he just left us there, middle of the jungle, pitch dark, no signal, just us, the cold and the silence that felt way too loud. Lol, this was kind of awkward, but weirdly, it also felt good. Like, okay, this is real. This is the part nobody posts. And we were thinking like, if we die, at least it's aesthetic. The higher we went, the quieter everything got. Wet soil, tea leaves, cold that makes your fingers clumsy. Then we reached the viewpoint. Tripods, elbows, people running for the edge, phones up like shields, beautiful souls. It was a zoo, not a hike, a refusal. We moved sideways, away from the main spot, away from the loudest voices. We found a place that looked worse, an awkward ledge where you can't pose, but it felt better. The light slowly, honest, like the day opening one eyelid at a time, and I realized we can't control the sky, we can control our position in the chaos. Location 2 is where we almost skipped, and it gave us something the sunrise couldn't. After kolukkumalai, slept like our bodies filed a complaint. Then we woke up at the timer, started screaming again. This stop looks okay from the road. If you judge it from the first photo point, you will miss the whole thing. We pulled over with zero expectations. Exhaustion makes you choose convenience. We did the quick roadside photo. One click, nice, almost left. Then we went a little further. We found the damn viewpoint. The water is steady. Tiny coin flashes of light, hills holding the space together. It was empty. Not less crowded, completely empty. Permission to stop performing. We sat without providing anything. Don't judge Anairangal from the roadside. Walk until you can hear engines. Go a little more until the water is loudest. We stayed too long because it felt like medicine, and now we are behind. Location 3 is famous online, but 5 minutes further trick only works if you notice one detail. You know a view is serious when the car goes quiet on its own. By sliding across the hills, we didn't even know the Chennai Express connection until later. We arrived like two tired people who accidentally drove into a movie frame. The obvious viewpoint was packed. Same rectangle of space, same noise. We crossed to the cave side. Here the mist behaves like a curtain. Closes, opens, closes. Wind moves through the gap like the mountain, exhaling. Same location, different feeling. We didn't need a better place, we needed a better angle. Location 4 is a tiny shop, but it resets your nervous system fast if you do it right. No fancy estate, no tour. We just pulled over where tea looked endless. Green on green on green. By now, we were treating beauty like a checklist. That's how you lose the whole point. 5 minutes further, away from asphalt. We were feeling like a therapy because nobody is asking us to be impressive here. And now, it's location 5, evening light. What if this is the last time we ever get a full day like this? We arrived, and of course, rain railings, the obvious photo spots, the unusual noise. We were tired enough to surrender and just take the first frame. Not far, just past the first crowd, to the side where talking fades. No posing, no phone immediately, we just sat. And I'm not naming this viewpoint because the point is in the pin on the map. The win of the day wasn't 5 location. It was 5 moments where we chose peace on purpose. Even when the place was a zoo, even when the schedule screamed, even when we were exhausted. One life goes fast, beautiful souls, so don't settle for the first noisy viewpoint. Go 5 minutes further and claim your peace. If this inspired you, show some love by hitting that like button. Subscribe to Life with Ummi. Tell me in comments, are you a sunrise soul or a sunset soul? And which place should we take on next?